Hello there, brothers and sisters of the WoT Blitz universe. You're watching WoT Blitz Addict again. Welcome back to the channel. And I have another portion of your mastery replays of my subscriber mastery replays. And first one is from Martin Lange from ANM clan on European server. Great player, great game. And he's driving a Centurion 1. This particular tank is not my favorite, let's say, but it's decent, and this guy made it work to perfection, as you will see in the clip. Two great things about this tank: very strong turret and very nice gun, very accurate gun. If you play it hold down, if you know the position, if you know how to use your tank correctly, you will be really great in this tank. It's simply a typical hold down tank, and just look what he's doing. He's just waiting till the T-34-3 shoots, and he then pokes out, puts two shots into him, sets him on fire, and brings him down to a one shot. And he will just simply sit here for some time and just farm damage, but he's not gonna sit here whole game. He's gonna do a great stuff later, and he's using great he's simply using this tank and the terrain to his advantage. You will see in a moment. What's he gonna do? He already bounced 1200 damage, and it's gonna be more bounced. And you should remember, this tank, the only thing that this tank has, it's the turret armor. As you can see, he's shooting through obstacles, which are basically no physical objects. Like they just they were just put there to make it look nicer, but you can shoot through them, and that's one thing that experienced players know about. Just you can shoot through rails, you can shoot through some stuff sticking out of the ground, and that's what he's doing here. He's just simply sitting here and just doing a great job for his team, and he will receive a mastery for it. And that's the way you should play this tank, because if you push too far, if you push too hard, and you expose your hull, you're simply gonna evaporate really fast. But as you can see, it's 3 against 4. He decides to push on, which is great. Because everyone is pushing, it's great to push with your team, because you will give a lot of advantage to your team. And he now is in a bit of trouble, and now he isn't, thankfully, but soon it's gonna be 3 against 1, and it's gonna be quite a problem. Still, it's 2 against 2, but the one tank, the remaining tank, as you can see, is just sitting there, not doing anything. I have no idea what he's doing there, but well, you get what you get when you're playing random battles. And he's just using this corpse of the Smasher to perfection. He just if the Progetto was a bit more skilled player, he would easily take him out, especially in this kind of situation, but he just used this corpse to hide his hull and win the battle. Great game. Thanks for sending me this. He was really stunned that he really got the mastery from that battle. But he did a lot of damage. He bounced a lot of damage and did great stuff for his team. The second one is from Undead Sniper 151 on EU server. He's driving his Object 704. And this is, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite tanks. If not in general, in Russian line for sure. It's not very well armored, but the armor is kind of trollish. I already reviewed this tank, and you can do great things in it. And the best, most important thing about this tank is the gun, the almighty legendary BL-10. Which is really fantastic, and you also get it on the ISU 152 on tier 8. And on tier 8, this gun is doing a mayhem completely. It's just It has same dispersion. I think it only reloads a bit longer, but still it's a threat to every tank on tier 9. Even if you are bottom tier, ISU 152 with this gun is not really worried about your higher tier tanks. And you're gonna see here how I love this guy. So the player underscored numbers. Just look what he's doing. Just pushing in, tries to get to this position. He doesn't have shots. Still, he's trying to push. And other one, the cavalry is blocking our protagonist here, so he can't really move from side to side. And he's a turretless TD, so it's quite annoying, and it's gonna be a beautiful shot. Yeah, now that's a lot of damage. Great gun. I love this gun. I simply love how accurate this gun is for a Russian gun and how much damage that he just simply can make. Of course this tank and this gun can troll you a bit from time to time, but he will do a great HE shots. And if you are not familiar with using different types of ammunition like the HE or APCR, AP, you should at least try to use the HE. The HE gives you a lot of advantage because you can just shoot for like 1000 damage rolls instead of 640, as I think this gun has on average roll. And this Leopard is gonna pay for his push here. As you can see, one shot and he's almost dead, like a one shot right now. And our amigo here is gonna do a great job because he needs to pull it off. It's 3 against 4. We have one player underscore, so I wouldn't count on him to do something spectacular here, especially when you saw his performance earlier. He has E100 pushing in, and he has the Leopard. And he's gonna just rip the Leo apart, which is great because he just demolished one enemy, took the gun out of the game, and now it's 2 against 1, but it's gonna soon change. Thankfully, the 121B at least took a shot, and that gives our amigo here a chance to just one-shot this E100, and he has the hit point advantage, so he could take one, and he gets it for a win. It's a great game, nice damage. He did like 5,929 damage, almost 6k damage, high caliber, a nice badge of course, and nice XP. And the last game is from my Canadian subscriber, Wolfie. And Wolfie she's a great player, really. She's a girl, if you don't know yet. I was telling about it from a couple of times already, but if you haven't watched it, it's amazing how this girl is doing her job here. And the one thing that really is great to watch those replays, those masteries from NA server, that as you can see, they play slightly different on NA server from the EU server, because if you saw some of my replays in K-91, especially from this map, or if I have a tank, especially a heavy tank or a medium tank with gun depression and decent gun turret armor, I would push this ridge between A and B and simply spot from there and do nice damage from there. But on A, I don't know if that's particularly in this case they went for this kind of gameplay. I have no idea, but I saw it a couple of times. Then they just simply do it quite different way on NA server. And she's doing a great job here. The Leo thinks she has one in a clip and she reloads. Unfortunately, when she's on reload, Leo decides to push and she won't be able to bounce this shot, even though the side armor on this tank is great. Unfortunately, Leo has a great gun, so she couldn't really do much about it. But she's already reloaded and now she has 3 in the clip. She's gonna put one into Leo. Leo is running away. Thankfully, her team is behind her, and they gonna finish the Leo, which is great. And now it's 5 against 4, and the T-54 heavy the T-57 heavy is gonna receive a shot, and now she's on the reload. So if you haven't played this tank, it's a great tank. It's really a great tank. It's on World of Tanks PC, it's a heavy. It's considered as a medium tank. In World of Tanks Blitz, it's a heavy tank, but it's a Russian autoloader. I love the playstyle of this tank. I really like to play this tank. It can burst like more or less 1000 damage, bit more than 1000 damage in one clip, and has great turret armor, nice mobility, and very nice side armor. The only weak side of this tank is a front plate. Below the gun, it's very large front plate, and it's a total weak spot. And she's gonna use the hit here, and this shot was perfect. Like only one spot when you can penetrate the turret of the T-62A, and she made it. So that brings the situation to 2 against 2. She has some hit points. Her friend from the team has some hit points, but they're facing E100 and they're facing E75, 2 good German heavy tanks. And unfortunately, this didn't went straight in, but she will put one more. Thankfully, she bounced a shot, and she has one more in the clip, which she will use on the E75. Great thing, because now she can reload. She dealt some damage, and especially E100, it's gonna be hard to get. But the thing that the enemy's done wrong was not pushing in. If the E100 and E75 pushed in, they will easily clear the K-91, especially when he's on a reload, and then it wouldn't be so hard to clear the remaining one. But unfortunately, she takes 2 hits here. That brings her to 1 shot, and she has only 2 shots in the clip. She puts one in, thankfully bounces. It was a crucial bounce, and she puts one more in. Now she's on the reload, but her teammate gonna finish him off, which was great. The E100 wasn't really interested. He knew that she's on a reload, but he suddenly hit her, and thankfully she bounced the shot, and now it's all over, more or less. The E100 has such a long reload, there's no chance he will reload on time. So great game. Thanks WoT for sending me this, and hope you enjoyed it. If you want me to show your replays, please send them to my Discord. The Discord link is in the description below, as always. If you haven't subscribed by now, please do. Share, comment, like my videos if you like. If you don't like them, just dislike them. Do whatever you want. Hope you enjoyed it, and catch you all on the battlefield. Bye bye for now.